Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm going to work on making the mini journals to go in the pockets of the daisy journal today. Trying to find where I need to score this at. I think that'll be my spot right there. I'll do that one. I'm going to cut these flaps off of it though. I'm trying to get my scoring done before I do the cutting part. So when I get my scoring done, then I'll know how wide I need to get my papers. So the first one I'm going to do at 3.5. For the papers, and then this one I think we'll do 3 3/4. And I think, excuse me, I got the hiccups apparently every time I get on the video here lately for some reason. Alright, so now I'm just going to match my sides up, even though I scored it, because you know within Annette's hair, your score will be off, depending on the thickness of your paper and such. And I may wind up having to trim that a bit. I think we'll be all right. Yep, I think we're going to work out good. Okay, now how wide are you? 4 inches. So I need to do 3 3/4 papers. 3 3/4 wide. How tall are you, buddy? You are 7 3/4, so let's do this at 7.5 inches tall for the papers. Okay, so now that one there is ready. I'm probably going to put an eyelet here and do the baker's twine as a wrap around it is what I'm thinking. This one we need to cut the sides here off, but I also need to do a score on the front of this, and then just here, I think 3.5 inches wide on this paper will work. 3.5 wide. I'm gonna get that flap off of there. It's 5 3/8. I think if I do 5 inches tall on that, it'll be fine. We'll have room. Okay, so that's our measures for it. So now let me get my scoring thing back. So I need to score this here, and I'm just going to butt it up here and try to get it lined up into a groove. That's all I'm trying to do at the moment. Ooh, see how that went off there? Now, why are you not lining up? Yeah, see, that's not lining up at all. So I hate this. Because it seems like every time I need to score something, it wants to line up where, not on a groove. Every single time. It's not on a groove. And then it wants to jump from one side to the other. Now why that is, I could not tell you. Usually it does it on 110-pound cardstock. It jumps really bad. But this is 65-pound cardstock. I don't know why it's jumping that bad. Okay. We'll do that with that. I'm just going to trim the sides off while it's folded up. Hope everybody's doing good. I was watching the tornado stuff this afternoon while I was at work. It didn't have near as many storms today, which this is Thursday evening, the April the 3rd. So it wasn't as many storms as active today. It was a bunch of weather, but not you know, to the point of it was there was some tornado activity, but nothing like it was yesterday, thank the Lord. All right, so I'm gonna do 5 inches. And I'm gonna take I'm just gonna take and fold these. Well, I don't need to do that because it's 3.5 wide. It needs to be 7. It needs to be at 7 because we're folded in half. That's why. So, all right. So that's my papers for the little one, and I'll just save these scraps for my others. Stuff. All right, that's the papers for the little one. Let's see. How wide are you, buddy? How long are you? It's 8.5. Let's see. Yeah, that's nowhere near where I need it to be. Well, you know, if I'd been smart and thought about it. Let's just go ahead and cut these down to 7 too and just use them. Can we do that? I don't know. I don't know. We'll wait. All right. This needs to be 7.5 tall. Let's start off with that first. The height. Then it needs to be 3 3/4 inches wide. And I don't know what that is doubled up. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold it, and then we'll cut it. So we need 3 3/4 wide. Okay. It didn't cut all the way through. That's okay. I'll use my chopper board. Should have used that to start with. Should have just went on ahead and used that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Okay, so now that is the tall one. Okie doke. So now we got our little pieces. I'm gonna lay this over here. So now what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to put this in here. I think that's gonna be cute. All right, so now let me see this smaller one. Now these are the ones that I said you could take a regular envelope and you can trace the envelope. You open it up and lay it down on the back of a pretty piece of cardstock, and you can make your own envelope and do the same thing. Make a little folio like that. And then that's going to go in that. I think I want to add some more pages. Yeah, let's just use these here. Cut this down. Okay, we need to do 7 inches. And then we need to have it at 5 tall. Yeah, we're just making the little folios, and I know I probably should have cut. Actually, probably should have done the cutting, but you know, I'm explaining how you can get your measurements if they're not given to you. All right. So then that is, it's going to go in there. That's not too bulky. I actually like that. That's going to be cute. Now, do I want to add some to that one? I think I do. Let me get me some more coffee stain papers out. I don't know how many I grabbed there. I thought I grabbed 3. I probably got 4. I need to print that set again, too. All right, so now the tall one, again, was 7.5. And again, I'm just going to fold it like I did the other one, if I can get my fold to happen. I think I got like 4 or 5 pieces of paper on this one. A little bit difficult to fold. And we need to do 3 3/4. Oops, didn't get all the way through that. That's fine. We'll just peel the parts that we did get all the way through. There we go. Now we got us some good scraps to go on the back of collage papers. That's what I'll use those for. I did not realize I didn't print on the back of that one. It's all right though. Okie doke. Yeah. And you can add some more pages to it if you like. I think that's going to be a cute little journal piece there. So I'm just basically, let me get my pokey mat so I don't mess up my other one. I'm not doing anything special here. I'm trying to stab myself with my pokey tool right now at the moment. I'm just going to even this up on the inside. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do 3 stitch on this one, and the small one I'm going to just do a 2 stitch. because this one is taller. I'm afraid that it's gonna shift on me, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be loose. I don't want it to be loose. So we'll do that. And then I'll get this one here. Open it up, get it. Well, it's pretty much evened up in there anyways. So now this one, I'm just going to take and I'll poke a hole about an inch down. And then I'm going to take and poke another hole about an inch and a half down. Whoopsie. And not let it slide and poke myself. Good gracious. And then I'll have just 2 holes in that one. And I do the same with, you know, as these. I'll do one. Well, actually, this one here probably just need to do 2 because we're just doing a 2 hole. So basically, it's going to run in like this and tie and a bow on the back. So I'll do 1, 2. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 just for good measure. Just to make sure that I can tie me a little pretty bow on the outside, you know. And like I said, this is like a yarn needle. It's plastic. It's rounded tip. So, save this to do, well, hold on, I dropped it. I saved this for my little yarn pieces and stuff like that to put through just for this purpose, to make little folios with. And of course, you know, what's the first thing I do? Unalign it. It's not lined up. Ooh, that's too fat. You're too fat, buddy. Let me go get me a good one. Too fat. I was kind of afraid of that, but I wasn't sure. Now that hole's going to be huge because I was trying to squeeze that through there. Now you can take and do it with, you know, your regular whatchamacallit yarn. I just don't want to attempt that because that hole is so, it's going to be so big. I don't know. Ouch. I'm just beating myself up today. I'm determined I'm going to hurt myself somehow or another in this video. It's just what it is. Somehow or another, I'm trying to be destructive today. Okie doke. Okay now. Now my hole closed up in my paper while I was fidgeting around with everything else. That's alright, because we just feed it in there one at a time if I have to. Or I can just re-poke the hole. And there we go. Look, now it come out. Oh my goodness. I didn't think this was going to be so difficult, but here we are. And you know what? I done it completely wrong. Because it was supposed to go in through the outside. So you could have the strings on the outside. See what I'm saying? So then you have the string there. And it ties on the outside. Well, that did not work out too good, did it? Or did it? Did it work out good? Yeah, it did. There it is. It's just the way my string was down at the bottom. I don't like that. There we go. Move it up in the middle. And put me a little bow on it. Just a small one. You don't have to put a bow on it if you don't want to. Actually, I think it would be cute if you would kind of leave that dangling and put a charm on it. If I had a daisy charm, I would. So then that is that one. So now for the closure, I want to take, I'm going to put a little Velcro strip on this, and that's what I'm putting on there. If I can find them. What do I do with you? There you are. And that is a very simple way to do it. You know, you put your little Velcro strip on it. Put them down, make sure they're stuck. And then you have your little journal that you can carry with you. Just extra journal in place. Something you can throw you in pocketbook, take with you. And, you know, do your, like a little grocery list or something like that. And I wanted to put this on here, but I think that is going to be way too big. So there's that one. This one, I thought about doing a Velcro piece on it, but you would need to do two, and they would need to be in here. So I think I am just going to do a eyelet on it. We're just going to do an eyelet on that one. Whoopsie. As I drop my whole tree. You'd think I'd never shot a video before, wouldn't you? I'm just tired today is all it is to it. I woke up, I was really choked up this morning. I feel much better now, but I was just really tired and was having really labored breathing this morning when I first got up. All right. Just trying my best to eyeball that the best I could in the middle. Now this one I'll tie on the inside because I'm going to have the closure wrap around and tie on the outside. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. Yep, that's going to be cute. Okie doke. But now you can take, who was it? I was just had it on Natalie from Line Dot Arrow, and I think it was like 2, maybe 3 months ago. She had a envelope template on her freebies on her Facebook group, Line Dot Arrow. So I saved it to my phone, and then like you can take any 8.5 by 11 paper and run it through, and it will print that out on your make your envelope. So Miss Natalie at Line Dot Arrow on her Facebook group has that on her freebies. So if you're interested in getting you a template, go check her out. And it will be in her, you have to be a member of her Facebook group. And then when you become a member, it will be in her albums where her freebies are. And she's a really nice lady. She does a lot of really pretty digitals and stuff like that, and shares a lot of freebies with her Facebook group, and she shares freebie on her Ko-Fi. She's a really nice lady, shares all kinds of stuff. Okay. This paper is super thick. It's 65-pound cardstock. It should not be closing up like that. 110-pound does, you know, quite a bit, but oh my goodness. Oh, what in the world? I think it's just because that flipping flap thing there is in my face and it's getting on my nerves. You know, the envelope. Then I cut my fingernails. I mean, I still have fingernails, but it's like I can't pick up nothing. Of course, you know, my hands don't want to bend either. So that's not helpful. Come on. What are you doing, paper? I mean, the needle is not that much bigger than the pokey tool. So now you need to work. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Okay, so now I'm probably going to have a fit trying to get this back through here. You know. Good gracious alive. There we go. See, I knew I was going to win one way or the other. Okay, and these just kind of going to even up the strings on it. Well, I said I was. Okay, so that is taut. And it's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch like we normally do. It's just, you know, it's baker's twine. It's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to tie a knot in here. Do 2. I'm going to do a little small bow in the middle of it. Actually, I'm going to leave that, but I'm going to leave it folded up in there, and then that way, if you would like, you can put a charm on it. Alright, so now this piece, I am let's see, so that needs to be looped so it can go around it, right? I'm thinking this out loud, y'all. Alright, so I need one piece. And that needs to be looped up here some way or another. So I'm thinking if I do that and bring it around, I can pull it through. But how are you going to tie it up? How are we going to tie it up? Let's see. You know what I think? I think we can do the old trick of where one's longer and one's shorter. How we do on our journals, you know what I'm saying? So we can do the loopy trick where, you know, the one end is longer because it'll go around, and then the one end shorter. Just like we do, like if, so like I've made several journals to where I've done a closure to where like it'll have a ribbon or a lace that one end is shorter in the front and the other end is longer, and it wraps around it. And then when it comes back, these two match up and they can tie in a bow. Let's do that. That'll work. Good thinking. Okie doke. That's what we're doing. Okay, so that needs to be looped up here. Boop, 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 boop. Whoopsie, I didn't mean to hit y'all. So sorry. So sorry for that. So if you'll see, like this tail here is going to be really short or shorter. This will wrap around it twice and then come back, and you can tie it in the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through and loop it around like we would, you know, just putting a topper on a tag. So then now you have, and that's probably not nowhere near showing up because it's on green. Think about what you're doing, lady. So then you have the short piece in the front, and then you take this piece and wrap it around, and then they come back in the front and meet, and you can tie it in a bow. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Pretty. I like that. Okie doke. Okay, so that is our little journal spots. Carry along journals. Removable pieces you can throw in your purse, make shopping lists, and what have you. For our Daisy journal. So now she is definitely complete. I'm going to stick this one right here in the front. And the baker's twine hanging out there. And then we'll stick this one in the back. And I think that is just cute. I like that. That is cute. Okie dokie. So now that is what I had planned for today's video, to show you how I was going to make those. And you can do that with any of your journal kits that have the bigger envelopes in them. You can take and make you a mini journal that's separate from your big journal to match it, and put, you know, just put you some paper, coffee or tea dye paper in it like we did those. And you can take it and put it in your purse or your crossbody pack, your backpack, whatever, laptop bag, anything like that. And you can take it with you, just a smaller one, and then, you know, jot down stuff. You know, like I said, make a shopping list, throw it in your purse to match, you know, your journal piece. And you can do that with any of these bigger envelopes that come in the journal kits that you get. So that is that. Now what I was talking about with an envelope, you can take your envelope, any size envelope, and just take you, open it up like this is like a, you know, just a classic size pen. I'm gonna get my letter opener. Try to do real easy down the side of it, because you kind of need to keep your flaps, you know what I'm saying? Well, this one is glued, and any other time, you know, it would done ripped. Just be careful if you are using a letter opener and not to come all the way through the bottom piece here. But But see, I'm just working my letter opener back and forth on that glue. Basically just kind of, you know, sawing it. Then you get down here, just be real easy not to keep on, you know. So then you open it up and you have your flaps and everything. And then you can take you a piece of scrapbook paper. 12 by 12 would do it. And you can trace your envelope. Just have your envelope. You can do this. I would do one and put it on a 110-pound cardstock and just keep that in my templates type thing. So, you know, if you don't have a kit that has a template in it, there you go. Make your own. And you can do that with any size envelope. You really can. Well, now that I got that sucker open, let's cover this here with that green. Why not? Ooh, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? I got some real thin. That's thin, but I got some of this that'll go with some other stuff. I still want to use that to make some more things. But yeah, just take your envelopes apart and make your own template. And that's what I would do. Oh, this would be a good neutral one to do, wouldn't it? We can use that. These, I pulled these out to do my own stamp label bits on them. I just hadn't got around to doing that yet. I may do that in tomorrow's video. I don't know if I want to go ahead and jump right onto another daisy journal or not. I don't have a cover for it yet at the moment, so I got to get me a cover. So I'm just going to take and glue this on here and make me a folio to go in a blue journal or any journal that I feel like I want to put it in. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do my flaps though. I'm just going to leave them white. I'm going to do everything else. Hopefully I can get it on there before it dries up. And then you just trim around the envelope, basically. Oh, come on, glue. Work with me today. It's hot in my house. I got home this evening. I was like, did y'all not turn the air on today? Because it was 70 degrees. Still 70 degrees. Well, it was 77. And it was our high today. And then when I got home, it was still 70 degrees outside at 10:30. And I was like, I'm about to die. And I come in, you know, most of the time, Mama, she's always fussing out. She's hot, she's hot, she's hot. And I'm like, I'm freezing to death. Y'all freezing me to death in here. You know, it's middle of the winter, summertime. And I'm in here having to turn a heater on. Because y'all think it's supposed to be 65 degrees in the house. So I'm like, y'all killing me. But I have iron issues, so that's why that happens quite a bit. And I don't think it really matters which way this goes, because it's all which way in it. But I am going to try my best to put it down at the bottom and not waste any of this. Because I'm not really worried about my flaps, because I'm going to glue those back down anyways. But that's a simple way of covering an envelope. Open it up, and then just glue your flaps back. A whole lot easier than trying to worry about wrapping and folding and cutting. And now, unless you want to collage, you know, if you want a collage envelope, yeah, it is easier just to leave it closed up. But yeah, if you're wanting to cover an envelope, that's about the easiest way I've found to do it. And then you just take and trim around it. Be careful not to get your flaps though when you're trimming around it. This envelope is quite thin actually, so I'm going a little bit slower because this envelope is quite thin and it will cut, it'll cut real easy. Okay, I'm just gonna make this little jut in right here. I think I got that pretty much up to the edge there. And it's white on white, so I can barely see where I'm cutting it, to be honest. I'm having to focus and refocus. Okay. And then we'll save these little scrappy bits here for collage pieces. And I will keep that strip too, why not? So then, what you're gonna do is if any bits and pieces that you're just like, you know, you think it's gonna get caught up on something, just take it off. Like these little bits here. I think that'll get caught up on my stuff if I put it in there. Now you can take this and put it and cover it on the other side, put it in a journal. And I am going to try my best to fold it right back where it was originally folded at. Look, there we go. And then, and I just work it on its original fold from that. There we go. All right, so then see the little white strips here? You can take, we're gonna take these pieces right here. We're gonna cut us a little strip and run it down it. I'm looking for my scissors and they're right in front of my face. And I'm going to do just enough right here on the edge of it. And then we'll ink around it, of course, you know. But just enough right there to where it's not going to show the white. And that's what I'm doing when we fold our envelope up. Glue book. Y'all getting a whole bunch of impromptu, hadn't thought about it crafting today. Sure are. Okay, so see what I'm talking about? I'm just going to take and just put it on right here, right up beside of that. Just because when we fold that up, I'll see, watch. So now when we fold that in, I'll move it over a little bit. Because that was the whole point of putting you on there, buddy, was to cover up the white. Okay, so now see, and there, now we don't have the white edge like it's over here. So now that's covered. And I'm just going to snip this right here at an angle. Well, I said I was. If I had some scissors, that would work halfway decent. I don't know why none of my scissors don't want to work on the end. None of them do. Probably because I put them through heat, that's why. Okay, so yep, so then now we fold that up. It's covered. See how this one's white? Now we got that covered up. That looks a whole lot better. I like that a whole lot more. And then you can cover it by inking it, but that's a lot of area to ink. You know what I'm saying? So I would prefer just go ahead and cut a strip of your paper and put it down. And that's just my preference. Now you could have, you know, cut your flaps out and all that on your 12 by 12 sheet of paper. But it's easier not to have to worry about it. Just cover up your little flippy flaps afterwards. Because most of that's going to be glued up anyways. You know what I'm saying? Yep, see? There we go. We got it covered up. I like that. Oh, that's cute. And I didn't get it too bad crooked either. Haha, shut up. That's cute. I like it. All right, I'm happy with that piece of ephemera. All right, so I'm going to get off here for today. And let y'all have a rest. Get me some rest. And then, let's see, what is it? This is Friday's video. So then, tomorrow, I gotta work. I'll do another crafty video tomorrow. Think about if I want to start in on another journal. Now, I think right now I want to make some ephemera. You know, I want to make up some ephemera. I've got several things that I would like to work on. Stuff like this, I would love to, you know, go through, make envelopes and stuff, because that's pretty just to put in the front of a journal. I mean, you know, and I don't care if it sticks up. You know, that's fine with me. I mean, you know, I'm fine with that. Tall, skinny, leisure journals, heck yes, all day long. You put it in there like that. Or you can actually open it up, cut these flaps off, and you can cover the inside of it. And then, you know, that's a flap. And then you can use this on the other side, like put your signature here. Like this. And then, you know, that would be in a journal. You know what I'm saying? Without the flaps, minus the flaps now. And then you have this little, make a tuck out of it on a tall, skinny journal. And then this open up, and you have a flap that comes out. All kinds of ideas flowing. See, this is why, you know, when I start making up stuff as I go, it needs to be a weekend, because I'll sit here and be like, ooh, I can do that. Ooh, I can do this, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, there we go. There's just a piece of ephemera. We just got to ink it and it'll be finished. Now, we can use, this is a base. So now I would take and put that in my, let me see. Most of the time, I put that in like, in my journal card pouch. Just because, you know, it's going to be tucked in a pocket. I guess I need to make me one of these. I got to empty me out one. I got this one that's got all kinds of foam dots and Velcro in it. And I guess I can make me one to put my envelopes in. But some of my envelopes are really fat. So, you know. Oh, well. I'll just put it in here for now. And see where I got stuff to do a blue journal. So I'm thinking on trying to do something along the lines of blue. I got a lot of real pretty blue backgrounds and stuff like that I found. I'll pull that out and show y'all in tomorrow's video or Saturday's one. But yep, that's what we got. Thank y'all so much for coming and watching my video today, and thank you all for showing support to me and my fellow crafty ladies. Several ladies have gone over and looked up for Miss Maggie's channel. Her channel is Journaling with Maggie. That is Journaling with Maggie on YouTube. And she has been a day one supporter of mine, and I'm greatly appreciative of her and Miss Betty and Miss Deborah over out in Tennessee, and Kathleen, Catherine, Denise, and Miss Lisa. These are names that are, you know, like the last couple of videos that have commented and are regular commenters. Like been here since like my first videos. And Miss Betty is Betty Ann, or Betty Ann Flood on Instagram. She does awesome, beautiful work. And I think that's the only ones as of right now of people that you know, other than that are, you know, just YouTubers already that have solved my channel and, you know, commented or liked it or shared it. The Paper Monkey, she has been really awesome. Angela at the Traveling Crafter, she's been really awesome. I don't get to watch her much because every time she does a live, I'm at work. So, but I do the replays and stuff like that. Also, Tailor-Made Journals, Miss Lorna, she has commented a couple of times. She has beautiful stuff on Etsy. And Miss Lorna, I've got a stack. It's like a 1/4 inch thick of kits that I've got to print that I hadn't got to yet. So, because I want to do like the fairies and the kids and the snow babies, and I was just like, and bought it and hadn't printed it. I mean, you just sitting there. So, but yeah, just several ladies. Let's see, Rita Jensen, yes ma'am. Nonstop Mom. Oh my goodness, just on and on and on of bigger YouTubers than me that have, you know, drawn attention to my channel and on their own, just out of, you know, just the kindness of their heart, and I'm greatly appreciative. So I told Miss Maggie that when she got ready to let us know, and I think she is ready. So Journaling with Maggie is YouTube. Please look her up, give her a follow and a like, comment, and let's cheer her on her YouTube channel startup, and wish her well. Thank you all so much. Y'all have a good night.